Today is one of those days where words fail me, not for lack of feeling, but because my heart is so full that only a silly smile fits on my face. Seeing Taehyung and Jungkook together, those two lovebirds who seem like human magnets, is like witnessing another chapter of a story that life itself writes with letters of love. The way Taehyung hugged Jungkook, with a strength that doesn't squeeze but protects, resting his head on him as if he were his most sacred refuge, speaks louder than 1,000 poems. It's not just any hug, it's a hug that says, "I'm here, always." Taikook are so in love, so necessary to each other, that even the air between them seems to vibrate with energy. They played, they laughed, they sought each other out with the naturalness of those who have shared not only the stage, but also sleepless nights, secrets, and thousands of "I miss you"s whispered across the distance. Seeing them so close brought tears to my eyes, because moments like these are the ones you cherish forever. Taehyung, with his unique way of being, gently stroked Jungkook's head with a disarming tenderness. His eyes shone, as if looking at Jungkook was like gazing upon his most precious creation. There's a chemistry between them that no one can deny, a bond that transcends the professional and settles into the familial, almost fraternal, but with that touch of romance that so many of us dream of seeing. And then, Jungkook, with that soft voice that always seems to whisper compliments, wished Taehyung a happy birthday. But it wasn't just any happy birthday, it was a reminder of how far they've come together. Each year has left its mark, shared laughter, unexpected hugs, glances, and above all, a love that grows steadily and surely. Their memories are like photo albums that only they fully understand, but that we, those who see them up close, feel as our own. Taehyung, our precious birthday boy, decided to go live. He came to greet us, to thank us, with that characteristic humility of his. Seeing him so happy, so calm, so rested, was the best gift I could have received. There are people who light up a room just by being there, and Taehyung is one of them. His pure soul is reflected in every gesture, every word, every smile. "After so long, I can celebrate my birthday with my family and friends," he said. And although his words were for everyone, I couldn't help but think that in that family and friends there was a special place, a space reserved for Jungkook. His facial expression said it all. He was moved, excited, grateful. The last 2 years, with his military service, were tough. He couldn't celebrate the way he wanted, and it shows. Today, his joy is overflowing, and it's contagious. "Tomorrow I want to go somewhere lovely and have fun with you all. Does this mean we'll see him again?" Because seeing Taehyung happy is like seeing a garden bloom in spring. Everything around him becomes more colorful, more alive. Taehyung's birthday has always been a special day for those of us who closely follow BTS, but this year something was different. Jungkook, from his Weverse account, decided to share a video with a simple "Happy Birthday" as the title, showing Taehyung as if the whole world had stopped for a moment just to celebrate him. Interestingly, that same day, Taehyung and Jungkook had gone shopping with J-Hope. The photos and short videos circulating on social media showed the three of them enjoying the sun, laughing, and choosing clothes. But amidst this normalcy, Jungkook found a way to give Taehyung a unique gift, not an object, but a memory shared with the world. He also uploaded a clip to his Instagram stories, as if he didn't want to miss a single second of that happiness. I clearly remember when Jungkook had said some time ago that his birthday wasn't a big deal to him, just the day he was born. But Taehyung has always treated important dates with a solemnity mixed with joy. And when it was Jungkook's turn, Taehyung didn't hesitate to publicly acknowledge him, to remind him that his existence mattered. That reciprocity, that back and forth, is what makes their relationship resonate so strongly. It's not about grand declarations, but about small gestures that, added together, paint an unmistakable picture of affection. Jungkook has always had a special way with Taehyung. There's a subtle attention, a concern that's noticeable even when they're surrounded by people. In the Los Angeles video, the way the camera follows Taehyung, how it waits for him to finish speaking or smiles before cutting, speaks volumes. It's as if Jungkook knew that moment was precious, not just because it was Taehyung's birthday. And Taehyung, for his part, has always reciprocated with that same intensity, even if he sometimes expresses it more discreetly. Taehyung's actions speak for themselves. They need no explanation or justification. When Jungkook posted his first collaboration with Taehyung on Instagram, it was further proof of that love. It wasn't just any post, it was a deliberate decision to share a space that had previously been solely theirs. And every time they do something like this, they reinforce the idea that their connection goes beyond the professional or the friendly. There's a trust, a comfort that can only be built over time and with mutual commitment. Seeing Jungkook so happy on Taehyung's birthday, dedicating that video to him with such affection, is a reminder that some things never change. The reality, whether some like it or not, is that Taikook is still real. No matter the rumors, the speculation, or the versions that try to twist the story, there's something authentic between them, something that can be felt even through a screen. And we, as witnesses to this journey, can only celebrate it and be grateful that they let us be a part of these moments. So yes, this birthday was nothing more than a date on the calendar. It was a celebration of affection, loyalty, and that magic that only Taehyung and Jungkook seem to create when they're together. And as long as they continue sharing these moments, we'll continue to be here, watching, admiring, and above all, believing in them. Because in the end, what matters isn't what others say, but what they show each other every day, without needing grand words. There are moments in life that simply can't be explained with words, they can only be felt. And seeing Taehyung and Jungkook together is undoubtedly one of those moments. It's not about imagining things or seeing fantasies where there are none, it's about recognizing the unique energy that flows between them, a kind of silent magnetism that captivates anyone who pays attention. It's a connection that transcends what we see on camera, something that goes beyond the stage and the spotlights, and settles directly into the hearts of those who watch them closely. Body language, that powerful and honest tool, reveals what words sometimes try to hide. In the case of Taehyung and Jungkook, every gesture is an open letter. It's not uncommon to see them brush shoulders for no reason, as if their bodies instinctively seek each other's warmth. Or how their eyes meet in the middle of an interview and, without saying a word, they seem to be having an entire conversation. It's those little things that truly matter, the ones you can't fake, the ones born of spontaneity and trust. Think about it, what other explanation is there for two people laughing at the same time over something no one else understood? Or for them suddenly starting to dance, without music, as if only they could hear the same melody in their heads? That's not scripted, that's complicity. It's how two souls who understand each other without words demonstrate that their bond is something special, something that can't be bought or faked. And when the connection is real, the body knows it and responds. That's why that birthday wasn't just another day on the calendar. It was a celebration of everything they represent together, loyalty, affection, and that magic that only Taehyung and Jungkook seem to create when they're close. While others sang and applauded, they stood amidst the murmur, smiling, as if the whole world shrank to just the two of them for a moment. These are the moments worth treasuring, because they demonstrate that their relationship doesn't need grand stages to shine. A gesture, a glance, a shared second of silence is enough. Many people have noticed for years how Jungkook and Taehyung seek each other out with their eyes, how their hands meet almost by accident, how they laugh in unison even amidst chaos. Whether they're in front of thousands of people or alone in a corner, their gestures remain the same. It's as if nothing can break the natural way they have of being there for each other. And that, dear reader, cannot be rehearsed. No director or script can dictate such a pure and evident connection. Taehyung, with his open and playful nature, always finds a way to connect with Jungkook, whether with a joke or a tender gesture that speaks volumes. And Jungkook, though sometimes more reserved, always responds with a smile that says it all, with a way of looking at Taehyung that only he possesses. It's a silent dance between two people who understand each other effortlessly, who know exactly how to make each other feel safe and comfortable. And yes, as long as they continue sharing these moments, many of us will remain here, watching, admiring, and above all, believing in them. Because in the end, what matters isn't what others say, but what they show each other every day, without the need for grand speeches or public declarations. What they have is real, it's palpable, and it's there for anyone who wants to see it.